Decline.
It's like as soon as you get into work.
Welcome to another episode of Uplifting Interviews with Total Strangers. I've got Jovan on board, and I'm going to hopefully build his energy level up because, you worked 24 hours straight?
It's been like 30, I think.
30 hours straight?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. So, how are you today?
I'm trying to stay awake. My flight is at 2.
Okay, I want you to say two things. I want you to say with very much vigor and passion, say, I am fantastic.
I am fantastic.
Now I want you to say, I am fan-fucking-tastic.
I am fan-fucking-tastic.
Now how do you feel?
I guess better. I'm trying to.
You do feel better. You know why you feel better? Because your brain just released a bunch of neural messaging units because you smiled and laughed, and it makes you feel good and reduces the stress in your body. You have less stress in your body right now because you just smiled. Anyway, enough about being... Everyone knows, right. If you're watching, you know about being fantastic, everybody. And by the time I'm done with this young man, he will be fantastic. Even though he's tired and but he's living a fantastic life. The guy's working on music videos. Music is what do they say is our soul.
It is.
It's so very important. I'm working with a group called Storm Aid, and we're producing some concerts with Bruno Mars and a couple of the big names. And it's all about, it's a 501c3, and it's all about helping the people from the storms with not only relief with money and goods, but also with technologies to prevent the devastation for future storms. Mm-hmm. So we're doing all that, and that's exciting. But you don't know about Fukushima, and that's a travesty, and most people listening don't know about it. 7 years ago, we had an earthquake in Japan, and a subsequent tsunami. You know what a tsunami is?
Yes, of course. It
destroyed 3 of the 6 nuclear power plants in Fukushima, Japan. Since that day, 7 years later, it's been spewing 100,000 gallons of radioactive material into the Pacific Ocean. Fact.
Really?
Fact. And I just learned recently that I thought that was the worst problem. That's not the worst problem.
It sounds like it.
It's there's radioactivity in the air that's being pushed around the world by our wind currents. That's mutating the planet. Mm-hmm. And if you were to Google and spend a few minutes looking at the mutations of the fish and the plants in Japan and in the ocean, you would be freaked. Mm-hmm. You would freak out when you hear what's going on. So I've made a mission recently.
What have they mutated to?
The most bizarre, grotesque, disgusting creatures that you can imagine. They've been radiated, and so then they've been breeding for the last 7 years, mutation upon mutation, and they come up with 2 heads, they come up with five eyes, they come up with disgusting, grotesque, wait till you see it, you'll know. Anyway, so I'm gonna be on a big push to at least educate people. Once we educate people, we can get to the celebrities that we have access to get the word out. Once the word gets out, and we can get the billionaires to pony up money, because what good is it to be a billionaire if your kids are going to be dying?
Right.
This is an ELE. It means extinction level event, and he doesn't even know about it.
I've never heard of it. Yeah, I really
live
under a rock.
You live under a rock, but you're going to learn about it because you're going to be fantastic. You're going to join the movement. By the way, do you have YouTube on your phone?
I do have YouTube.
Can you open up YouTube for me real quick? You're going to be the 691st person to join the Be Fantastic movement. It's free. And now let me ask you another question. Do you know about these electromagnetic frequencies that come from your phone?
Yes.
Okay. Well, after joining, I'm going to give you a free EMF reducer that will eliminate the EMF on your phone. Just because you're joining.
Is it supposed to make you live longer or something?
Yeah, well, yes. Yes. Just being fantastic is going to make you live longer.
Right.
It is. I swear. Okay, so enough about being fantastic, enough about the disasters that are looming in the world. Open up YouTube.
Yes.
And put in Uplifting Interviews, 2 words. And you people listening too, if you want a free EMF reducer, if you want to save the planet, keep listening to the show, share these interviews, share the podcast on BeFantasticToday.com. and get involved.
With total strangers?
Educate, yeah. Hit subscribe.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Educate yourself. Oh, get this.
685 actually.
No.
689.
No, it should be 690 unless one just dropped out.
Oh, I'll be 690.
You're 690, yeah.
Yes.
Let's see, what does that say to you?
Fantastic.
It says be fantastic.
Oh.
Get it? And be fantastic, everybody.
Yes.
And the bee represents pollinating positivity. And you just become fantastic, right?
Oh, I haven't even signed into this account.
Sign in, join.
Or
Join. Everybody who's listening, you need to join the movement. We need 1 million people being fantastic in the world, if not more. We only have 691, which I believe Giovan's going to be in a second or two, as soon as he signs in. And it's all about thinking positive, pollinating positivity. When you think positive, Jovan, positive shit happens. It manifests positive action. When you think negative, you're going to miss your flight. It's not going to work out. The music video is not going to be a hit. All those negative thoughts manifest those negative actions. Do not think negative, ever. Don't put a negative thought in your fucking head from now on. And never say good again, by the way. You know what people who say good, the 99 percentile are? I call them moaners. M-O-A-N. Mediocre, ordinary, average, normal people. M-O-A-N. Do you want to be that?
M-O-A-N.
Mediocre, ordinary, average, normal. Are you any of those?
No.
Okay, good. So if you say good, you are one, but you're not going to say good anymore. You're going to say you're fantastic from now on. Because it builds your energy, it builds your confidence, it spreads it. Think about karma. How about when you say fantastic to people, here's what happens. They smile. Right. They feel good. So it's even if you're feeling shitty, it's the best time to say it because that smile will bring you out of feeling shitty.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes a lot of sense.
Am I making sense?
It makes a lot of sense.
I make sense. I've been around the world a few times. I've done a few things in my life. 79 careers at last count. 80th is going to be a motivational speaker. I like motivating people. Mm-hmm. And we all need motivating, you know? We all need to get out there and do some exciting stuff. You sound like you're doing some really exciting stuff. Who's the artist that you're working with? Can you say it or no?
I don't want to say.
Okay.
It's one of the biggest female artists, rap artists.
Reverie Love, she was in here and she sang a rap. Do you know Reverie Love?
No.
Oh, she actually did a rap for us while she's in the car here.
Really?
So this girl that you're talking to, that you're working with, needs to know what I just told you. She needs to know what's going on in the world because if she has children, if she wants to have children, and she wants the planet to progress, we need to clean up that mess. 7 years later. Wait till you see a picture of what are you doing now? You working or you're joining? You still joining?
I had.
Did you subscribe?
It says subscribe. I thought it said unsubscribe. Okay.
You're subscribed?
Oh, I'm subscribed now.
Okay, put this on your phone, someplace to remember to be fantastic. Okay. Back of your phone or wherever. That sounds a good spot.
I always open my phone.
She needs to be able to know what's going on. People, you're living in a rock, and that's not good. Ignorance is not good. See, the whole podcast thing, these interviews are fun and great, but the podcast is becoming more important. I have a quantum physicist that's my co-host. Mm-hmm. Do you know anything about quantum physics?
No.
It's pretty amazing stuff. Again, I'm going to send you a reducer for your phone. By the way, we're doing it right now. This is a tester. EMF, electromagnetic frequencies.
Oh, wow.
Put this on your phone. Move it around. On the face,
here.
on the face, like this. Hear all that? Wow, that's real bad. Okay, now, if you send an email, turn that off. We're on
I'm like looking at one of your interviews.
By the way, this is your invitation to be fantastic.
Okay.
And you're going to give one to your boss, or the rapper.
Fantastic.
She needs to be fantastic. She probably, you probably think she is. Have you ever met anyone that says they're fantastic, not that you think they're fantastic?
I have.
Who?
Well, I've said it before, but I always say like amazing.
amazing doesn't put a smile on your face.
How about absolutely fucking amazing?
Doesn't put a smile on your face.
You smile,
You
though.
could say absolutely, amazingly, fucking fantastic. That would be good. No, amazing doesn't put it. Great, wonderful, amazing, spectacular. None of those put a smile on your face. Fantastic forces you into a smile. And you know what it means?
Is that on Shark Tank? Is his name Mr.? No, that's Mr. Wonderful.
Mr.
Right?
Wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
Guess what the word fantastic means? Can you guess?
I don't know.
Extraordinarily good. And the second definition is beautiful. So, do you want to be, when I interview people, and I'm going to ask you right now, do you want to be okay, well, fine, all right, good, so-so, great, or fantastic?
Fantastic, obviously.
Obviously, right? It's obvious, but no one's thinking about it. Everyone is just being selfish, not letting you into traffic. It's a fantastic person lets you into traffic. Novel approach, huh? Novel concept, right?
Right.
Imagine how good you feel when you let someone in traffic, and how good they feel. That's what the world needs to be. Fantastic, and being kind to one another, and holding the doors open and say thank you. You know, the stuff that your mom taught you. But they're doing it. This guy, all he wants to do is be in front of me. That's all he cares about, is getting in front of me.
In Los Angeles.
In Los Angeles.
I live in Indiana.
Oh, different story there.
Yeah.
Different story there. You know, in the country, it's a little different. Yeah, a lot different.
I'm from Los Angeles, though.
You're from Los Angeles. Oh, me too.
Yeah, but
We're Los Angeles. But you live right now in
Indiana. Indianapolis.
Wow. Indianapolis, Indiana. So what is your dream in life? Let's get back to you.
My dream is to own everything.
Okay. And you're working hard to do that.
Right.
Okay. That's cool.
Well, not own everything, but own a lot of things. And just
Well, you know what? I've been around the world, and again, done a lot of things. I wouldn't wish fame or fortune on my worst enemy. And you...
I do.
You want to have fame and fortune?
No, I wish that on my worst enemy.
Oh, you do wish it? Okay, that might be true. You want to wish fame and fortune on your worst enemies?
On my worst enemies.
Because...
Especially people here from Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Who are trying to, like, chase it so, you know, like, nonstop.
The Los Angeles, the show business, I was raised in it. My mother was an actress. My uncle, an Academy Award winner. My father, a producer. I've worked in film. I've worked in TV. I've worked in theater. I've worked in, commercials. All those different things. I had a post-production company, as I was telling you. And it's a really plastic society. My mom gave up. She was from Beverly Hills. She gave up the whole business when my father, disappeared, and because it was all about money and bullshit, right?
Yeah.
And she married a beatnik. We moved from Beverly Hills to Venice, California, in 1956, and we lived the life of a beat. We were in Time Magazine front page. They were beatniks. We became beatniks. You know.
What's that?
That's the predecessors to the hippie.
No.
A beatnik is someone who just paints for a living. Back then, it wasn't very respectable.
Like beatnik?
Beatnik.
Beatnik.
See, again, you don't even know what a beatnik is. It's part of history.
Yeah.
They're artists, basically, from the 40s and 50s. Artists that just wanted to paint. But back then, you weren't respected unless you had a job.
Mm-hmm.
You know, being an artist wasn't very respectful, and it was a very tough life. And he finally died. Actually committed suicide because the society was just pretty bad. Pretty cruel. And then my mom died from worrying. That's what I'm telling you. When you're fantastic and you reduce your stress, you're going to live longer. My mom died from an ulcer, from worrying. Worrying does you no good whatsoever. If you worry and it doesn't happen, it didn't do any good. And if you worry and it does happen, it didn't do any good. So never worry. Never think negative. Okay?
I try not to.
Well, trying is the first step.
Yeah.
And remember the saying, Rene Descartes, the French philosopher, I think, therefore I am. You heard that before?
Yes, I have actually.
Well, you're not completely under a rock.
I have actually heard that.
So you can think you're successful. You can think you're happy. You can think all these things. And you have to. Mm-hmm. You know, you have to think positive. Most importantly, it's pollinating. Everybody, pollinating positivity. Is that cool?
It is.
Cool logo, huh? I've got it on mugs and shirts and stuff like that. But again, now that you're a fantastic person, you need to say it every day with passion. You know that I heard that I am are two of the most powerful words in the English language. I am successful. I am driven. I am happy. I am fantastic. Mm-hmm. I am healthy. You know, you have to put those positive sayings in your head all the time. You've got to drive yourself because everything's possible.
These are like what, like affirmations?
Affirmations, exactly. Now I just did a really cool on my channel, Be Fantastic Today. I just put up another. The slogans. They have slogans. Go to BeFantasticToday real quick. .com.
Be Fantastic Today.
Be Fantastic Today. And every day, ladies and gentlemen. Hey guys, if you like what you're seeing, of course, share, like, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, you're gonna get the free EMF reducer. Oh, I'm gonna show them how to get that in a few minutes. BeFantasticToday.com. And go to on the website. Go to motivational slogans. Slow.
It takes forever.
Hollywood Boulevard, 250 feet. You gotta turn right. So what's happening at the laundry? Are you gonna stay there?
No, I'm going to get my luggage and then I have to pack my luggage and go straight to the airport to go to Spain.
Really? Right now you're going to the airport. What time's your flight?
My flight's at 2:30.
2:30. Well, you want to lift there. How long does it take you to pack?
Probably about 45 minutes. Yeah, it's going to take, my stuff is all over the place. I don't know how I'm going to do this.
Think
but
positive.
I have to think positive. I have to think positive.
Okay, you're on the site. Now go to motivational
quotes.
Right, yeah, quotes. And these are all from famous people. Scroll up, I guess. Wait. Scroll up. Mine's supposed to be there. Maybe it's not there yet. Anyway, no big deal. Well, I want to thank you for being on my show.
Oh, yes.
And I want you to share this with your friends.
I will.
Any advice for someone that does what you do?
You have to think the unwanted, and you have to think ahead of whoever you work for. You have to be a mind reader.
And dealing with egos, I imagine, not easy, right?
You do. And
now, do you believe that you need to be a yes man, or can you sometimes work with someone and say, I think you're doing this wrong, and be outspoken?
No, you have to be a yes man.
You have to be a yes man. See, I think that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I'm not a yes man, and that's why I rub people the wrong way, because they need to hear the truth. I mean, I always say that if you tell someone they have a booger in their nose, they're embarrassed that one time. It's better than not telling them and have them go all day long with that booger hanging in their nose.
It's true.
And tell someone that their cake's no good. If everyone tells them their cake's good and it's shitty, they're going to keep making it that way, right?
Yes.
Be truthful. Relationships. Don't put on on dating sites. Don't put a picture of you 10 years ago. Be honest, and that's the only way you're going to find a relationship is by being honest, right?
This is true.
You got to start watching my channel. Lots of great advice, lots of great motivational advice, a lot of great sayings, a lot of great philosophies, that I have, that I've been carrying around, and I'm sharing with the world now. But you got to help me with the Fukushima disaster. Okay.
That's so crazy. I've never heard of that. It's like not on the news or anything.
Okay, I need to get. Do you have a card in with a website and all, or email and all that stuff? I'm gonna get it now.
Yes.
Okay, everybody. Goodbye. Say goodbye to everybody.
See you later.
It was been fun.
This was amazing.
I hope you enjoyed what you heard. And like, subscribe. Go to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. You're gonna learn a shitload of stuff, and it's gonna help you and your children in the future. Everyone, be fantastic.